Good evening. It's been confirmed that House of Fraser will close 6 West Midlands stores. They include Birmingham, which is the largest outside London, along with Wolverhampton, Shrewsbury, Leamington, Telford and Worcester.
Creditors voted to back the rescue package, which will see half of its outlets shut and 6,000 jobs put at risk. Our correspondent Keith Wilkinson has been looking today at the impact that decision will have.
Busy at House of Fraser in Birmingham, but today was a bleak day for this and 5 other stores in the West Midlands.
Birmingham is riding high on its retail offer at the moment, but the loss of a big department store like this will certainly have a big impact, not just on the people who are going to be losing their jobs, but on other businesses in the city.
Creditors this afternoon voted to close stores at Worcester, Leamington, Birmingham, Wolverhampton, Telford and Shrewsbury. All 6 are in prime locations at the heart of those towns and cities. Take a closer look at Birmingham, which attracts shoppers from far and wide. It has the biggest House of Fraser store outside of London. A department store here for 128 years. Now measures around 200,000 square feet. That's about the size of 4 football pitches. All the House of Fraser stores are owned by landlords, so what could happen to Birmingham's? As it's so vast, could it be turned into flats? Some shop owners close by are very worried. They say big stores bring in lots of people from out of town.
The amount of peak customers that we get walking through the arcade have a spontaneous buy of sweets that are going shopping to House of Fraser. 25 to 30% of my customer base. So yes, it will have a massive effect, especially on the weekends. Weekend shoppers will lose.
It's the last sort of anchor store for this part of the city centre, you know, Bullring, so much business has moved down that way in terms of retail. And House of Fraser, or Rackham's as it used to be, is the institution that's always been holding together, if you like, this part of the city centre.
Do you not regard them as a rival that you're glad to get rid of them?
Well, yeah, it's healthy competition though, isn't it, really? I mean, you've got to offer variety, I guess. Variety of the spice of life and all of that.
For years they queued to get into Rackham's. Many still call it Rackham's, despite the change in ownership. Clearly, though, they didn't come in enough numbers in more recent times. Will shoppers like Pauline Johnson, Yvonne Phillip and Abby Gulliver still come in? Would you be less inclined to come into Birmingham generally, looking at shops?
They'll still come in, but they'll go down the Bullring, because that's very nice now. I think this area now around here is probably going to be offices and flats, where now the Bullring is where you shop.
Do you think this will make Birmingham look less attractive to shoppers like yourself?
I wouldn't say it would make it look less attractive, but I think the more retail establishments that close, you kind of ask yourself, what reason have I actually got to go into the town any longer? Everything's looking the same, isn't it? One city to the next. It's almost becoming a bit of a mirror of each town and city that you visit.
I make a deliberate effort to shop in store and not shop online. Because I believe it's important to try and keep those businesses going and keep people employed. But that is very much a conscious choice, and I think that needs to be a conscious choice that a lot of people are making.
The demise of high street shopping is not just a problem in Britain.
I think retailing in those brick mortar stores has been definitely hit very hard by internet. But I have been traveling everywhere. I've been traveling to Shanghai, China, for example, many places. And I found some of the retailing outlets there are actually almost empty, some of them, for especially high end. So in comparison, it looks like we are still doing fairly well in terms of attracting flows of shoppers coming into the shops.
A part of the history of the West Midlands, they've been around a long time. The doors are expected to close for the last time early next year. Keith Wilkinson, ITV News.
Let's get some news in brief. An investigation